All right, we're recording.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. This is Dale Ann Torby,
Karen Krieger,
and we are the
two
Unstoppable
unstoppable
Man.
bananas.
Oh, it's a
I like
beautiful.
your Christmas tree in the background. It's
Oh,
pretty.
thank you. It's a beautiful Saturday morning here in sunny California. It's very cold. It's only 49 degrees. And 2 weeks ago, or for Thanksgiving, it was in the 90s. So it's crazy here. How about over there?
It's sunny. I didn't check the degrees, but the mornings have been cold, and I've been running out without a jacket and sandals on, so I think I have to change my repertoire.
You, you have to change it all.
Well, some of it. I just like to wear sandals year-round. That's why I moved here.
Okay, well, I am going in continuation of our book that we've been talking about, the Law of Attraction by Michael Ozier. I'm going to go to page 12 and read the definition of the Law of Attraction. I attract to my life whatever I give, my attention, energy, and focus to whether positive or negative.
And just remember, we're going to remind you probably every week that you can only have one vibration at a time. So if you're feeling negative, even if you don't say much, you're probably going to project negativity, even like in body language or an expression on your face. So I more and more just try to stay more quiet when I'm feeling that way. Like I don't feel real bubbly today, but I got to talk, and I'm sure after we giggle a couple times, I'll feel much better. But anyway, we promised you last week that we would teach you a tool because I can relate to having difficulty with affirmations. Years ago, when I was first taught what an affirmation is and how to do it, I didn't buy into it right away because I did not believe that what I was saying was true. So you probably saw a really negative expression on my face. And the one I had the hardest time with in all my life and even today is I love my body. So, because I really don't 24/7. So I want to show you something. And if you have a book, go to 58 and 59 and you'll kind of use that as a reference point. You can work on in this section by yourself. But what's interesting is bottom of 58, a positive affirmation can have a negative vibration because we may or may not believe it. And they won't work because the law of attraction doesn't always respond to just words. It responds to how you feel about the words. So if you look at some examples on 59, depending on your own story, these are some that you might not feel real great about. Like my family relationships are harmonious. Well, that may not be true, even though you desire it. When you write your affirmation, you write like in the future tense what you want to be, and you write it as if you're in the present tense. I use the example about the body. I love being a millionaire or a six-figure earner. Well, someone might say that's not true because I'm not there yet. My business is booming. That's not true. I have ideal health. Well, what if you've had 3 surgeries this year? And some of us who are looking for the perfect life mate or a better relationship with the mate we have, if you're going through a struggle lately, it would be hard to say, I have a perfect relationship. So here's the tool, guys. We promise to teach you changing your words, and what you want to do, jot this down or keep a bookmark here. You want to talk about page 61. I am in the process of. Now this really works for me when I'm, for instance, saying I'm in the process of loving my body. Now maybe I have a couple of roles still if I lose 2 or 3 pounds, I can love my body more. So I always say I'm in the process of loving my body. I'm in the process of creating ideal family relationships. That's more believable. So I like that one. I'm in the process of becoming abundant. I'm not a six-figure earner yet, but I am in the process of becoming more abundant. And I'm in the process of having ideal health because I'm working on my eating habits and my sleeping habits. And I'm in the process of attracting an ideal mate. So this is your homework, to work on these, write some out. The ones that you can go with the flow and you can really believe in are fine. But when you're struggling, just remember to say, I'm in the process of. Did you ever work this way with an affirmation, Dale Ann?
No, my affirmations are, even though they may seem to be unrealistic, and that's where I have to go back to getting the Tesla, because that was the most unrealistic goal that I ever had. And the other goals that I had, finding a house, someday finding, the love of my life, I knew that those would happen. But the Tesla, that was totally out of my reach and totally it was out of my universe. So I had to have total belief in that goal, even though I knew it was unrealistic. So that's where I think our differences are. If you truly believe in what you want, and if that's what you want, you have to go for it, and you have to act as if it's in the present. You have to firmly believe that it's going to happen. You may not know how it's going to happen, but in videos that I've done about vision boards, I truly believe that if you believe, you will definitely achieve. It may take a while, but I believe that it can happen. But that's my opinion, and that's how I treat goals, because that's how I was taught.
Right.
I wasn't taught to put it in a process. I was taught that you feel it, you have it, you are it. So in both ways are perfect.
Yeah, I was taught the same way too, but then I ran into this, afterwards. And when I talked about my gallbladder attack during pregnancy, I did that with, visualizing my newborn baby and
Right.
healthy, and it happened. I think that's what they refer to as the burning desire.
Exactly.
Some of our goals have more burning desire than others.
Right.
For some reason, I don't have a burning desire to make my body perfect, So,
you know what?
that one's harder for me.
When I first came into Mary Kay, my desire was to be a director, but I never had a burning desire for it. I had a burning desire to earn a car. I achieved that, but I was like, I was a wannabe director. I never wanted it that much, so I never attained it. But what I did was I wanted to make money, and I wanted to build my customer base instead of building a team. And that's where I earned my income. I felt I earned more income with building a customer base than I had with a team, but that was my personal opinion. If you talk to another person, they'll say, oh, no, it's not, you're wrong. Well, no, I was right for me, and they're right for them. So that's, everybody has their own personal opinion about that.
Yeah, I did that back in the 80s. I needed to have a better paying position, and I loved my position. I was teaching second grade, and it was so much fun, and they were cute, but it only paid $8,000 a year, and I had 3 children.
Uh-oh.
So I put the goal on the refrigerator as to when I was going to transfer to another position, and it actually did happen on the same month that I put on the refrigerator, and I increased to, I think, 13,000, and then another time I jumped from 13,000 to 25,000.
Wow.
Using the same technique. So
yeah, I think it all has to do with the burning desire of what it is you really
right.
So
anyway, that's one tool you can try if you're struggling. If you're not struggling, you don't need that tool. Just keep writing and working on your affirmations.
Thank you for sharing that too with us. That's great.
Good one.
Today we thought what we do is a little something different because it's the end of the year, and we want to just share with you things that we're grateful for and share with you our blessings. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, not just personally, but just to encourage you to think about your blessings. I myself personally am really blessed. I'm really blessed with a wonderful husband who has brought joy into my life that I never, ever thought that I would find. And the next thing I'm very blessed for is my children. They're the best. They're the best. They support me 100% no matter what business I'm in. They support me by loving me. They support me just by being the best that they can be, because knowing that they're the best that they can be, it makes me happy. And I always tell my kids, and they used to say, oh, whatever makes you happy makes me happy. And as a parent, me personally, that's so true. Because if if my children are happy, if my grandchildren are happy, I'm a happy person. And my family is the most important thing to me. My job, my businesses I have are totally secondary. I will drop anything for my family, and my family knows that. I'm here for them, to support them. And I feel very blessed to have my family in my life. They're the most important. What about you, Karen?
Wow, that's really special. And I know you just came back from visiting your son, so you must be midstream in between what happened at his home and now you're back in your own and making the transition. And that's gotta be hard. I always have a hard time when I'm leaving my family. My husband is alive. I'm very blessed for that. It hasn't been an easy road. I can't say we've had the most glamorous, wonderful life, because the last couple years have been devoted to a number of medical conditions that he is working through. But I guess the big crisis was in July of 16. Well, earlier that year we found out what was wrong, but the first surgery was in July, and he pretty much is like a miracle man, because he wasn't supposed to make it. I was being prepared for that. And I was accepting it. But then all of a sudden he bounced back, and we spent the rest of the year recuperating. He's got limitations, but he's still here. And as a result, my life's a little bit different than yours, Dale Ann, because my children aren't real close. And even when the ones you have that like are in Texas, you still get to see them. And my struggle this year is it's the second Christmas in a row and the second Thanksgiving with no family. I'm really struggling with it, but I feel blessed that I'm dealing with it. And last week I got this beautiful idea, and I'm working on it. Might take me till January something to finish, but instead of buying presents this year, because like yesterday we spent about $100 on medication, and there went some more Christmas shopping money. So I've been working for several weeks now on accepting that idea, and I'm in the process of writing to each one of my 3 daughters. I have daughter cards, and almost finished with one of them. I had a long talk with one of them yesterday, which is unusual, because I'm blessed too, in that all my children are happy, successful, have wonderful husbands and healthy children, and a mother can't ask for anything better than that. So I focus on that. But my project is, I'm in my quiet time, I'm writing down according to their age. I started with Kate, first because we had a great conversation. And she just turned 40, so it's 40 reasons why I love her. And I'll put down the quality, and then I give an example either from when she was a baby, a little toddler, or last year of how she showed me this quality. And it's turning out to be a really positive experience. And then I had a talk with her yesterday, and of course I cried through it. But I said, you know, I spent many Christmases. Christmas was always huge in our home because no grandparents came or no family was there, so it was just myself and the girls and no father. So they'd have lots of presents and we'd play all day, and then we'd get dressed up, you know, for church, and we'd visit friends. But I felt totally responsible for their happiness and joy, and no one came over to give them a present, so it was all on me. So how I got through it was very dishonestly by charging most of it and then spending a lot of time and energy and stress paying for Christmas. So this year I decided, I've been, you know, working on myself harder and harder than ever before. This year I decided I'd be honest and I would just tell them. So I told Kate yesterday that I couldn't afford Christmas this year. And the way she received the news was so beautiful and so gentle. And she just kept saying, oh, Mom, don't beat yourself up. And we cried and we talked and we cried and we talked. And it felt so good to be real with her. And I said, you know, you will get a present, but it's not going to be on Christmas. It's going to be later in the year. And she said, it's okay, Mom. I said, I decided this year I'm not going to be a hypocrite. And I'm not going to be the happy, smiley lady with all the gifts and the beautiful packages that I can't really pay for. And so, because I mean, now we have 7 grandchildren, and my youngest, Melanie's, news is out. She is pregnant. So number 8 will be arriving in June, and doesn't really get much better than that because Melanie was the child I had when I was single, and my entire family, my friends, I go, I'm not a poor thing, I'm blessed, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to have my baby. And she's 35, and she's beautiful on the inside. She's a doctor. She has a wonderful husband, 3 beautiful children, and 1 more coming. So for me, it really doesn't get nothing else really matters but family.
That's true. It's so true. And you know, something just popped into my head. When we have teenagers, you and I have gone through that. Teenagers always feel that, of course, we as parents don't know anything.
Yeah.
And the next thing is that they think that their friends are the most important people in the world because they're always going to be there for them. But we always need to remind them that the people that will be there for you always, no matter what you do in your life, no matter what happens, is your parents will always be there for you. That's just the way that it is. So you teenagers out there that are listening, I'm just giving you a little bit of advice. Those friends that you have, they're going to be long gone, especially once you get out of high school and off to college, but your parents are always here for you. So love them and appreciate them, because you as children, teenagers, young adults are so blessed by the people that you have around you. So unfortunately, we're coming to the end of our video because they only give us so much time.
We're going to have to do a webinar one day and a live event down the road because we have so much to say all the time. I don't like all this, timekeeping.
I know, really. Well, I want to thank you, Karen, because I'm blessed to have you in my life. And Karen and I have only known each other for 2 years, and we just started this partnership up in April. So I'm just blessed to know that you're here for me. And I'm grateful that Ren has come a long way in this last year when he was really sick. So thank you.
Well, thank you. I'm very grateful for you because our audience doesn't know, like we met 2 years ago on a radio show, and we heard each other, share. Didn't actually meet in person until after we really formed the partnership. We went on trust and faith, and attracted to the values that each of us have, and it really is a beautiful thing. I don't have a sister nearby or close. I'm just making amends with my sister after many years, so I think of you as a sister that I never had.
Thank you. Same here.
That's so nice. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Those of you who celebrated Hanukkah, I hope it was really wonderful. And I guess it's Kwanzaa time too, but I don't know much about that. So happy Kwanzaa if anyone's listening who celebrates that. And
Yes.
we love doing this for you. We're looking forward to 2018 and getting better and better and doing more things frequently.
Exactly. Exactly. So Merry Christmas, everyone. And we will be back next week.
Okay, watch out for the eggnog.
Especially if it's spiked. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let's see.